Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here, and today I want to share with you how to make the spike stitch. The spike stitch is a super fun stitch that, when done in a really specific way, is actually reversible, which I absolutely love. But I'm going to take you back to the beginning a little bit here to show you how to make this first set of spike stitches. So I'm going to completely undo my teal here. And then I've started with 2 rows of half double crochet of my gray yarn here, and I am going to, just like switching any other color, I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then to complete my half double crochet, that's when I'm going to add in my new color. Now, when you're doing spike stitch, it can be done in several ways, so be sure to check your instructions, as always, to make sure that this is exactly how you're supposed to do your spike stitch. So I'm using a half double crochet to make my spike stitches. So I'm going to start with a couple half double crochets before I do my spike stitch. Then, now that I've got a couple, I'm going to go, and this can vary too. Spike stitches can go down your work a varying number of rows. So again, be sure to check your instructions. But I'm going to go down 2 rows. So in this case, for my first spike stitch, I'm going all the way back to the beginning of my work and working over the 2 previous rows that I've crocheted. So I'm going to go straight below that stitch that I would normally work into. I'm going to yarn over, because I'm going to do mine with a half double crochet. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, insert my hook front to back just as usual, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now this is super important. You need to pull your loop all the way back up to the height of your other half double crochets. If you do not, you will end up with those parts like smooshed down a little bit, and we don't want that. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through, and that is your first spike stitch. Then I'm going to make a couple more half double crochets. Of course, check your pattern to see placement of your spike stitches. And then I'm going to yarn over, go down 2 rows below, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop all the way up to the height of my half double crochets, yarn over, and finish off that half double crochet, and that's my second spike stitch. Now, you do want to be careful. You're working around a stitch there. You can see I've got my yarn on both sides of it. You do want to be careful. Don't stitch into that stitch. You're going to skip stitching into that stitch. You've stitched around it instead, and you're going to go into your next stitch for your next half double crochet. So yarn over, insert into that next stitch, half double crochet. I'm going to make another half double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, and this is where I'm going to make one more spike stitch in this row. I'm going to go all the way down 2 rows back to my very beginning, insert my hook, yarn over, or pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through to make my final spike stitch of this row. Again, I've got that stitch that I haven't technically worked into. I've worked around, and we're going to skip that one. Make sure you don't work into that. If you end up with extra stitches in your rows after making spike stitches, it might be because you've worked into that that stitch that you were supposed to have covered with your spike stitch. It can be easy to do, so just be a little mindful of that. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a row of just half double crochets. Again, keep in mind patterns can be different using the spike stitch, so hopefully your pattern is very specific about what kind of stitch you're going to use to create your spike stitch. I've seen them done with single crochets before as well, but I'm using my half double crochets here. I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning of this row, and you'll see that I'm doing my spike stitches every 2 rows, every other row. Nope, every 2 rows. So I had 2 rows of my gray, and then I did my spike stitch. Now I'm working on my second row of my teal. 1, 2, and then I'm going to come back with my gray and create more spike stitches. So I've gone into my last stitch. I'm going to drop my teal yarn. Be careful about your instructions. I'm carrying my gray yarn up just because this is just a swatch, but you may or may not need to cut your yarn and start fresh every time. But to switch my colors before I pull through that last stitch, I'm going to switch to my gray, chain 2, turn my work, do my half double crochets. I'm just going to do a couple before the placement of my spike stitch. Now, here's the cool thing. Once you've worked your spike stitches, if you work back into the spike on both sides, you get a reversible fabric, which is super cool. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go into my spike on the front. I'm going to go above my gray. I don't want to go through my gray at all. And then I'm going to come to the back and I'm going to go through my spike stitch on the back. Grab my yarn, pull it up nice and high for my spike stitch. And now you can see they're like linked together, front and back. How cool is that? So again, I'm going to skip the stitch that I stitched over with my spike stitch. I'm going to stitch to my next spike stitch, which just happens to be 2 on this swatch. Make sure you're counting and following your instructions. And let me show you one more time. I'm going to yarn over, just like any other half double crochet. I'm going all the way down into my spike stitch, through my fabric, above my gray. I'm not going into my gray at any time. Into my spike stitch on the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. And it gives you that super fun reversible fabric. It's a little finicky to go into both of the legs like that, but I think it is totally worth it for this reversible look. And that is how you make the spike stitch. Written instructions are in the description below. I hope if you found that helpful that you will subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any tips and tutorials in the future. Sign up for my emails below for special discounts and to get all of the news about what's going on at SEK Handmade. Happy crafting!